Alright, so this will be the beginning of the Rivet Wars gameplay demo. We're going to start with the game already set up. We're playing the first scenario, which is just a basic sort of learning game. It plays on a smaller grid, the 2x3 here that we have. We're going to start the game out by drawing some cards and starting to go. The first player doesn't get to draw action cards. They only get their 2 secret missions to begin the game. So I get my 2 secret missions, which you can see here. And we can put good pictures of up on the thing. So I will conceal those from Mike so he doesn't cheat as much as I can prevent it. And we will begin the game. So the goal here is to get to 10 victory points. The way you earn victory points is by killing certain units and by capturing and holding the objectives, which are these 2 tiles right here you can see with the star in the center denoting those. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn. I get 2 points per bunker. I have 2 bunkers in this scenario, so I have a total of 4 points to spend. I think I'm going to spawn 1 rocket bike over here, and he will cost me 2 points. And then I'm going to spawn 2 infantry here in my bunker. The reason being is that infantry get the ability to move farther when they're moving through the trenches, and the bike is already faster, so he can help try to cover that point over there if need be. So once I deploy everything, we start there, draw out my cards, and then I would normally shoot. There's nothing to shoot at, so I'm going to go ahead and move. So these guys normally only move 1. They get to move 2 because they're in the trench. These guys get to move 2. I would be able to, and then that's pretty much my turn. So then Mike is going to do the same on his side.
Except I get an action card.
Except you get an action card.
The MG08 machine gun and 2 Panzerfaust, bringing the heat.
So that's all of that for Mike's turn. So now it's my turn. I get to draw an action card because I already have 2 mission cards, and you only ever hold 2 mission cards at a time. So I get my action card, which gives, this particular one gives rapid assault to a unit, and rapid assault, what that does is it allows me to move before I shoot, letting me kind of get the jump in a situation where I might not normally be able to. So that should be pretty cool. I think I'm going to follow the lead here a little bit with some artillery for my spawning, and I think I'm going to need a little bit more support up on this position. It's probably going to be in trouble. So I spawn some more infantry. And again, I could shoot. The range of my rocket's 2, so I could hit anybody out here, but there's obviously no one there. And the riflemen have the same thing, but obviously I have no one to shoot. So I will make my move and send the riflemen here to their, surely to their doom, from the machine gun planted on the other side there. And I will move my bike up. He will go here. You get 1 diagonal move when you go. You can't. So you can take 1 diagonal space, and that's all you get for diagonals. These guys get to go. This guy goes 1, and I think that'll be my turn. Now all my stuff's going to get blown up.
Start things off here. We're going to spawn some reinforcements over here on this front here, and then we're going to bring out a mono wheel. Now we're going to be moving to shooting. The mono wheel here has a unique ability where it can move and fire, fire before or after it moves, and it is going to take this time to move before it fires.
Which is rapid assault, which we just talked about.
Yes. Bringing into the shots, we'll start with my mono wheel. We'll be attacking into this square, this grid right here. It has the chain grid attack, meaning every time it kills someone with an attack, it continues making attacks. Now,
so it's important to remember hit priority. It's always based on the perspective of the defender, and it's always the defender's front left first. So no matter what, he has to target this square first. So this will be the first target from his shot. And then if he successfully hits that guy because of chain attack, he'll move on to this guy.
Now, determining successes, each unit has a stat block showing how many dice it gets to roll against different types of units. The mono wheel here gets 2d6 against an infantry and will have a success of 5 or 6, which is a set number across the game.
Can cut on there properly.
A 6 is a success. It deals 1 wound to the infantry. They only have 1. It has been slain. The chain attack continues to the next square in the grid, and he is unfortunately unharmed. But that's why God gave us machine guns. The MG08 is now going to take its first shot of 3 to this infantry. He is unscathed again. We will shoot him down one more time. And he is continuing to dodge. With our last shot, we have knocked him out of the board.
So close to holding the line, good little trooper.
So close, yet so far. Now going to our move, my Panzerfaust will move up here to capture this point. Following pursuit, we'll be sending reinforcements to the front. And that's it for my turn. I capture 1 point.
So beginning of the turn, I will get to draw my action card. So I think I need a little support here, so I'm going to bring out the M2 Wolverine, which is a hero of mine. He's particularly good because he's a hardier defense than regular infantry, which allows him to stand in the way and take hits, so to speak. He also buffs all the units in the square with him with defense 1, and what that means is you reduce the number of dice rolled against you by 1 to a minimum of 1. So he will help hold this point over here from this onslaught of murder. It is time for shooting. My rocket bike can maybe take a shot at some infantry, but I think I'm probably going to shoot the mono wheel instead. The rocket cycle is better at taking those things out, and its range is 2, so 1, 2. So I pop my shot there. I get 2 dice. Success, so that'll take out the mono wheel. I have no targets here or here. My artillery has a range of 4, so I will go ahead and take a shot at this grid right here. Now it's also a flat grid attack, which you can see from the icon right there on the corner. That denotes that it's a flat grid attack. That's a flat grid attack, so what that means is that I hit everything in the grid regardless of target priority. So it's like a chain grid, but I automatically get to make all those attacks. So I get 2 dice against each of these guys. That'll give me 1, and not the other.
Field promotion, soldier.
So now I will move. These guys will move in to hold that point again. These guys will move up. I think my artillery will stay where it is lest it die. And my bike is going to go hunting. See if he can't catch himself a machine gun. I'll probably catch myself a machine gun without getting shot down by Panzerfaust. The scoring is very much like a basketball game, and especially in this really simple scenario where, generally speaking, each player is going to score every turn until something changes. Something, for example, like my secret mission card, which I didn't play on the first turn because I'm a good player. And I'll play now. So I've captured a victory location, which is this command point right here, which will give me an additional point, which is denoted by that crosshair at the bottom there. So I've captured that point, so I actually get 2 points this round, bringing the score to 3-1 at the end of the turn. And in the beginning of my next turn, I'll be able to draw another secret mission card and have more goals.
Well, you know, the Blight do not really care for subtlety, so let's hammer him down some more of a mono wheel assault. Spawning 2 mono wheels here. Again, using our rapid assault move to move up to finish off some infantry and give us the edge. We're going to begin our assault with a mono wheel to here. Again,
you can do it, guys. Hold the line.
Utilizing our chain attack, we have 1 fail.
It's a good point to note. Even though he rolled 2 successes, each attack is only ever against 1 square inside of a grid. So multiple successes does not mean multiple kills. It only is ever a yes and no check. You either successfully deal a point of damage or you don't. Rolling more dice just gives you a better opportunity.
Continuing the assault, We have knocked out the second one in that square.
That is not holding the line, son.
The second mono wheel, unfortunately, has no more infantry left to kill. It will direct its one attack against this attack bike. Against medium infantry, the mono wheel is not as effective and only gets one die. Close.
You were robbed.
Now, unfortunately, the MG08 is useless against anything that is medium armor or heavier, so we are out of luck there. But we always have our little reserve actions right here, and ours this turn is incoming, calling down an artillery strike on this square. We begin our dive bomb attack against this square right here. He is a medium or heavy armor?
I guess that hits automatically. He's medium.
He is medium. We have 2 dice versus medium.
You get -1 because of defense. Normally 2 dice, -1 because of his defense buff.
But because it's a flat grid attack, it will continue to that 4 infantryman right there.
Still 1 dice.
Also,
but still misses.
Also be missed. Should also remember to draw action cards myself, because they are handy. Such a shame. Continuing our advancement, though, we have a brave little Panzerfaust is going to advance to the trench lines here, while these two move forward, scoring me 1 point at the end of this round.
Bringing the score to 3-2 allies. So at the beginning of my turn, we will play the card that I can read this time. I get to draw an action card, and I get to replace my secret mission that I accomplished, which is an equally good one, though I can't presently succeed at it because Mike doesn't have any allies on the table or any heroes on the table currently. Now I get to spawn some guys. I think I need myself a bike, and I think I'm going to keep spawning infantry because I need to push that line back. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will play Let's See Some Hustle, and that will allow 1 unit to gain rapid assault this turn, which allows him to move before he shoots. So he's going to go ahead and move into position there. And then we will begin shooting. He's going to open up fire into the square with the mono wheels. He gets 2 dice against medium armor, which those are. He fails. The rocket cycle will shoot into that square as well. He gets 1 of them. Artillery can open fire into the grid there. Got 1. Not the other again. This rifleman actually has range here on that guy, so he'll take that shot.
Roll 3.
And he gets 3 dice. Because riflemen are good shots. I got him, only just. And I think that's all my shooting.
It's worth noting that you have not gotten that point. Or is he infantry? He is.
He can't capture.
Cannot capture.
But I have to move still.
Right.
So he's going to stay there. This guy will move in. These 2 will move up. He will move up. He will stay put. And I'll gain a point for capturing that.
I believe it's time we bring out the heavy guns here.
I don't approve this at all.
As the Sturmpanzer has entered the table. Our mono wheel will begin here. Oh, wait, he's heavy.
Medium.
Medium?
You get 1.
We will begin there.
1 wound.
Successfully wounding him. The chain grid attack carrying over.
-1 die because of the buff. Oh, wait. Now, as you can see, we have lots and lots of the tokens printed out already. Clearly, we aren't playing with the finished materials of the game, so we don't have the damage counters. But normally, there'd be a lovely damage counter right here on that guy to denote that he is 1 wound down. He does have 2, so he's half dead. Now when he dies, Mike's going to gain a victory point as well because he is a hero. And when heroes die, they also cannot come back.
My tank is going to open fire on this poor little bike right here with his 3 dice.
The bike weeps.
And it has been removed.
Here, there's a flash counter. Dead bike.
Continuing our movement now, the Sturmpanzer will begin its trudging assault forward, and my machine gun will move into a better position to cover these objectives. The monowheel, having shot, will now make a tactical withdrawal.
Run, you fool!
And I will now clean this one up after activating this grid by moving him to his proper spot. My turn will end, and I will gain a point.
4-3. Draw card. Now I have that one. Play Carrier Pigeon. That lets me draw 2 cards. I can play this game too. I can bring a tank. A lovely tank. Now my tank isn't quite as terrifyingly huge and stalwart as the Sturmpanzer, but the MT1 Ostrich makes up for it in mobility and versatility. Now I'm going to shoot. I really only have the 1 shot, so I will take my shot here. Mike is hoarding all the dice.
That's a key to winning.
If your opponent has no dice, they cannot win the game. Got him. Now this is good for me because Mike has left himself without infantry. He can't score for a couple of turns here, theoretically. And I have at least a couple of turns left of scoring potential on the table. So that's good for me. So that's all my shooting. I'm going to go ahead and move. Now that I have the opportunity, I think I'm going to move the gun up a little bit here. I'll move these 2 guys to attempt to capture the other objective here. And then my other 2 infantry to maintain the hold that I have. And my bike is going to run perilously close to the tank in an attempt to maybe put some hurt on it. And then I'm going to move my ostrich. Ostrich moves.
Not with a sticky widget, you're not.
No! My ostrich normally moves 2, but this turn will move none. He will stand here and just like it.
Blight sabotage.
And I guess that will be it for me this turn. I'll check my mission cards. Yep, didn't accomplish either of those goals. So that'll be it for me this turn, and I will go to 5.
I have to rekindle the Blight offensive.
Here comes the soldiers.
I'm going to make use of our rapid assault. And then let's get to some shooting. My machine gun is actually going to open fire. Actually, it's going to... It can't open fire there, can't it? No.
Range 3.
2 diagonals. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
we do that. We'll open fire on this square right here. Trying to gun down some infantry.
Ha! Hold the line!
3 shots exist for a reason. Man down. This is typoed on here. It says only gets 1 shot. Small change of tactics, it looks like. Now, monowheel. We'll shoot into this square.
Hey, got him.
Got him. And now for some absolute trickery right here. We have a special blend allowing our vehicle or tank to move 1 extra square this turn. In doing so, combined with its dash ability in place of shooting, it's going to be able to move up to 4 squares away. And a tank shock onto this square here.
That seems terrifyingly unpleasant. Tank shock allows tanks to attempt to move into a square they could move into that's only occupied by infantry. Basically anything that's a 1x1 square. And the tank shock will have a value. That value tells you how many dice you get. So he would normally get 2 dice against all of the infantry in the square. Since he is going into this particular square, he only gets 1 die because of the buff that the Wolverine conveys to the square.
Let's see if we can smash him into the ground.
He lives!
Let's see if his buddy lives.
His buddy does not live!
Forcing their way out of the square now.
Now I do get to pick where he goes, so in that case it kind of works out for me a little bit, but only the littlest a bit. The hero cannot capture that point.
And sadly, our assault has fallen low of completing my secret missions yet, but there is still time, so we will continue the advancement. At the end of this round, unfortunately, the score is 5-3, but the front is quickly pushing to our favor.
And you see Mike spaced out his troops there because my artillery has tone on this square. So if he moved them all the way forward, it just would have given me the opportunity to wipe all of them off the table at once. At least this way, maybe some will survive. He has a better chance of pressing forward. So I will draw my card. So I don't have a lot of options here. I definitely need to get some infantry back on the board. And I need to do something about that tank. But I think I need to get more infantry back on the board. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to play a lot of cards this turn. That's what I'm going to do. So we're at shooting. In the shooting phase, I'm going to play Strafing Run, which allows me to make a flat grid attack against 2 adjacent grids at 1 die for medium and light armor. So I'm going to choose these 2 grids because that seems best. I only get 1 die per, so we'll go here first. Nothing. Next zone. Nothing. Second grid. Oh, come on, give me 1. There it is. That was a good card. Additional shooting. Artillery. My hammer 65 pounder. I think we'll put a shot into that square. Gives me 2 dice flat grid. Back out the second one. Apparently that number 1 slot is the slot to be. And I guess that's just what I'm going to have to do. The Wolverine I would really like to take a shot on the Sturmpanzer with. But I really want to kill another one of those infantry. So I think I'm going to take the shot on the infantry. So that's what I will do. He's going to shoot into that square there. Ah! And I guess I'll do this. I will rapid assault with my ostrich this turn since he actually gets to move. Congratulations to you, Mr. Tank. And then he will open fire on to the Sturmpanzer. He has 2 different attacks, both of which have 1 die versus heavy armor, which is what the Sturmpanzer is. So here's the first one, and here's the second one. I get nothing. No luck for me this turn.
Blight armor will not be stopped.
Play all the things, get none of the love. So that is on... Oh, no, over here I have my 2 dice against the mono wheel. No love for me at all this turn. So I'm going to play 1 more card. And that is... This is Marta. Marta is one of the cooks in one of the armies. She gives 1 grid worth of infantry an additional move. So these guys get to go to here this turn. And I think I'm actually going to do this, just to get in the way a little bit. Now I don't quite make it to the objective, so I don't get any VPs here, and he's a hero, so he can't hold that one. So that's the end of my turn, and the score remains unchanged.
We're going to play to the front, allowing 2 additional points of infantry to be deployed this turn. Following that with my 4 normal deployment points, we will deploy a mono wheel And 2 more Panzerfausts. Push up the blighted defense. Making use of our rapid assault, our mono wheel will move. And by that one, I mean this one. And we will begin our shooting. Our Panzerfaust will begin his shots into this hero to see if we cannot down him. He is a heavy armor or medium? He is medium. Panzerfausts are exceptionally good at taking those down, as is typoed right here. As we will get 3 dice.
-1 because of defense.
Wow.
It's really good.
Not that.
Not that good. Down he goes.
A hero has been destroyed. A victory achieved for our bounty.
You tried, Mr. Wolverine, but
But
died.
the Blight succeed.
You died instead.
Continuing our assault, we will chain assault here.
Agree more.
So 1, 2, 3. This is actually the only guy I'm ever going to be able to shoot, but we're going to gun him down. And we're going to continue. Gun him down.
He lives!
And we're going to continue
He'll stand tall.
to gun him
Sandbags, that's what's keeping him
down.
alive.
Not that time.
No, they aren't.
That would be it for shooting. We're going to continue our assault into our tank shock.
Seems unpleasant. Now this time, they don't have the defense bonus, so these guys are in a much crappier position than they were before.
First one is crushed.
Squished.
Next one, unfortunately, is unscathed.
He gets to jump into this square. Now you can only tank shock once per turn, so he can't just continue
Square
pushing.
per turn.
1 grid per turn, right? So,
And you know what? Because the Blight will not be stopped, the enemy is dropping like flies, which will give us an additional VP for killing 3 enemy units in 1 turn.
I don't approve. And now the score is tied.
Going to movement. And at the end of the turn, we've captured another point, bringing the Blight closer to victory.
Corner seems to be turning. Draw my card, which I'll go ahead and play. I have improved assembling line here. Allows me to play 1 additional cavalry this turn. I'm also going to play the Tunnel Rat card, which allows me to deploy a infantry model out into the center of the board here as he digs up through the ground, so he gets to deploy right there. And then I'm actually going to spend some deployment points here, which are going to basically be all infantry. On to shooting. In the shooting phase here, I'm going to play another card, which allows me to place a gas attack onto the Sable, which will be in this square right here, this grid, which basically says all the troops in there are going to take a hit, and then if they stay in there, they're going to take a hit again. Anybody who moves into the square will take a hit. Now those are going to be, the gas cloud will stay in that square until the beginning of my next turn, so they stick around for 2 turns. And the actual tokens that we have are 2-sided, so they're kind of an automatic counter. They're really neat. Well, I should probably roll the damage for the cloud here. We'll go with the first one on the guys in the square there. No joy. We're going to go here because this is an important roll. Nothing. Alrighty, this guy is going to try to shoot down that 1 soldier. Got him. That's important because that'll at least get me a capture point this turn. My artillery will fire into this square. Killing that guy dead. Looks like all my good rolls are for this turn. Last turn was just practice. My ostrich will move to here via rapid assault. And we'll take a shot at nothing. Move to here. It's at least different. So he will put one shot into this square. He gets 2 dice versus medium. This is a flat grid attack. Not that it matters because there's nobody there. Got him. And then he'll put his 1 die of hope against the Sturmpanzer. And his hope is lost. That is all of my shooting. Now I will move. So this turn is sort of good for me, but probably going to turn really quickly against me. Now if I put the bike here, I get in the way. The Sturmpanzer can't just walk into the square now. It also prevents the monowheels from so easily shooting me up. So the bike will kind of provide a little bit of cover there, which will be good. These guys, however, are food. So we will spread them out and they can hope for the best. So I get 2 points, taking me to 7, 1 point away from victory. So that's it for me.
And to finally replenish our secret mission card, I'm going to get 1 more action card this turn. Deployment is very important this turn. You have to continue the monowheel assault. It's unfortunately how it has to be. Speaking of monowheels, let's bring in some rapid assault action into the fray. Now the Sturmpanzer, electing not to smash infantry this turn, is going to turn its gun right around and aim at that bike with its 3 shots, needing to take it down.
Hold the line, bike! Bike, hold the line!
Things just got complicated. Continuing our shots, we're going to have our first bike shot coming into this Hail Mary play. Does not pay off. 1 more try for the Blight.
Ha! The dice turn against you this turn.
We are going to have our machine gun fire into the square.
I got him. You did your job, soldier.
Now, unfortunately, as much as I would love to mow these guys down here, a medium armored bike is blocking the shots from my machine gun, rendering it impotent for the rest of the turn. So, we're going to have no choice but continue our advance. Avoiding that gas cloud.
These guys walked through it though, so they still get hit.
Is that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you should roll that really, but
Here you go.
I'll continue
Well,
with the
good.
rolls.
1 die. I'll take 50-50.
And unfortunately, that brings me up to 7. But because we failed our job here, the Allies have claimed this battlefield.
Maybe. Remember, the important thing is, because I went first, you always get your last turn,
Right.
and if you can tie it up on your turn, then we keep playing until somebody wins. The first player can't win without the second player having a chance to take it back.
Yeah.
That's intriguing. Not super helpful, though. Super not helpful. Super not helpful card. Would have been really good last turn. Alrighty, so my hope here is to get a second objective point. And the only way I can do that is to successfully accomplish this secret mission that I have here. Because if I secret mission, I'll have 2 points over the total. Maybe Mike will only be able to get 1 next turn. I mean, that's kind of my hope here. So, maybe if I'm really lucky, I'll kill a tank, but that doesn't seem likely.
Our blighted technology does not fall that easily.
So, let's see what we can do. I should probably deploy some guys, which at this point looks like a lot more infantry. Try something crazy. We're going to bring some infantry over here. Madness! Because they're probably never going to do anything. But I can hope. I kind of want to bring him out, but I also don't want to put another VP out on the table with that tank so close to me. So, situationally, maybe not. Let's kill some stuff. So, the bike is going to shoot the tank.
Remember, the dice roll is the most important roll.
1 wound. The second bike will shoot the tank. Nothing. That's suboptimal. I gotta go all in with as many dice as I can here. So the hammer pounder will put a shot on the tank. Only gets 1 die against heavies. But gets a wound. 2 of 4 down, and I have 2 more 1 dice attacks. I might be able to kill it. If I can kill the tank, pretty much sure thing, have the turn. If I can't kill the tank, then who knows what might happen. So let's see what happens. We'll let fate decide. Oh. Alright, second shot's not worth taking there. I'll actually shoot the monowheel there and try to take him out. I see these guys are really dangerous. Whatever. I'll take out that monowheel.
Back in the fight. The unit that is removed is redeployed.
I will play Catch That Pigeon, which is the card that I tried to play before, but I actually had this time. Which prevents an action card. It's a counter. Prevents an action card from going off. So that was good for me-ish. These 2 guys are going to go here. This guy will go there. These guys will march. This guy will go up. Which he has to go. Actually, he can't because of the tank. Way to count. So I guess he'll end up here. He'll have to stay here. He'll advance. He'll advance. They will advance. The tank will retreat to the safety of farther away from the guys with rocket launchers.
Right away, little one.
And I think I might pull my artillery back a square. That's it for me. Now I get to 8 this turn. But I haven't stopped Mike from being on that grid, so Mike is going to get to 8 as well, which means we'll have another turn unless he can come up with an extra point somehow.
We'll see our blighted ingenuity.
And this is going to go away at the beginning of my next turn.
We will refit our tank, removing a point of damage.
I don't appreciate that at all. I worked really hard for that point of damage.
Deployments, we will continue out our monowheels. 2 more Panzerfaust deployed to the front lines. My monowheel will rapid assault to the front lines.
It's the rapid assault of Great Hope.
Hope, a luxury. Now, beginning our shots, our Sturmpanzer will shoot into this square, hopefully downing that bike.
Hold the line, bike! Hold the line! No!
Boom.
That is bad for me.
Monowheel will continue his assault here.
Oh.
Take him down, boys. Take him down.
Dark days.
Monowheel will shoot into here.
Oh. Roll a good win game.
We'll have our Panzerfaust take care of this light infantry with no problem. Slight problem. We will have this one continue our assault.
Yeah, hold the line, other bike. That's the one you couldn't kill before. He's made of metal. I should have left him there. You're cute over here and all, but not really saving my life.
Machine gun, hold up and fire on this poor fella right here, the only one in range I can shoot.
Now the dice turn, sort of, but not in any kind of helpful way.
We will continue the advancement. It's stopping time.
He takes it like a pro.
Forced back into the trenches.
He will go there. Caging the tank in with my meaty infantry.
The turn is done. We will continue our tie, bringing the tally back up to 8.
And because it's a tie, I will get another turn. Thankfully, he didn't have a mission he could accomplish. So let's draw a card. That seems good. That's good. All right, deploying some stuff. We need a Stern Panzer solution. And I think a couple more infantry to go with it. Time to shoot. Artillery will shoot here first, because clearing that square is vital to the survival of the Allies on the table. Oh, and of course, due to that, they have gone home already. Oh, I get neither one of them. It's a dud. Ugh, that doesn't taste good.
That'd be a good action card.
It's true. Okay, so that was cool. This rifleman will put a shot into that square. Got him. I will now play an action card called Reload, which allows an infantry model to shoot again. So he can try to do what the artillery failed at, which is kill these two dudes. He fails as well. Good try, though. Good try. I will rapid assault the ostrich here, and the ostrich will put a shot into the square, into the grid, rather. Good Lord. What else do I have left?
And the monowheel can shoot, or the bike can shoot in there.
He should come here. Yeah, the bike's the only die I have left. But I do have a shot I can take on this monowheel here for 2 dice with my other gun. So I get that. So that's one part of the goal. So this bike will try to save the day and kill that one soldier. So we open fire on the soldier. Second shot. Yay! I count this as a victory.
We'll see.
Only just. That gives me 2 soldiers killed, which is 1 less than I need still. I have no other valid shots. Everything else is medium or heavy armor that's in range. So I will go on to moving. The first thing I will do is play Double Time, a movement card. That will allow these infantry to move 2 squares to become a much more present threat.
And there's sneaky allies.
And then these guys will move into this square for great justice.
The infantry should actually be first in that situation.
You make a compelling argument.
I'll protect you, Tony.
Then these guys will come over here. This time my soldiers are protecting my medium armor, because the Panzerfaust here have no dice versus light, but lots of dice versus medium. Our artillery doesn't want to go anywhere. So I will get 2 points and go to 10 and hope that Mike can't answer in kind.
We bring out the Blight war machine. So unfortunately, continuing the mono wheel front.
One of those is the sniper. Oh yeah, my gas cloud does go away at the beginning of my turn.
We shall rapid assault.
You guys will be fine!
Now we'll make our assaults.
You won't be fine at all. Yeah!
Well, our machine gun will open fire here. This has become critically important.
That's sad days.
Actually, we'll go here. Our machine gun will begin his assault here.
Yeah! Take that, bad dice. Now you know how my turn felt.
That was really, really important.
Oh, I think that might seal it for me.
So many plans. So many plans. Okay. Let's bring out the Hail Mary play here then. We're going to show you guys exactly what the Blight war machine can do. Sturmpanzer open firing on the ostrich. Bring it down. One wound.
Please fail one. Please fail one. Yay!
I get 2 dice versus.
He's only medium.
Oh, 3 dice.
Oh, that's just depressing.
2 chances that turn.
If Mike had been able to kill the tank, he would have been able to take the lead.
There was 2 chances that turn to even just bring it back, but couldn't do it.